Pete Rose wasn't the baseball player who they won't let into the Hall of Fame because of gambling?
They will. That is Pete Rose, yeah.
That is Pete Rose?
He died like 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah,
I see that on his wiki I'm looking at. They still haven't let him in?
I don't think they're going to. They mean business.
Fuck off. Fuck off. You have to let him in.
They didn't let any of the Black Sox in. All those guys who got caught.
I don't know what the Black Sox are.
Okay.
What is that?
Well,
they fixed the World Series? They
fixed the World Series.
How? Tell me this. I'm interested.
Several players of the White Sox took payments from a gangster. It's if you watch Boardwalk Empire, they cover this a little bit. He's not Jewish. I'm trying to remember the gangster's name. It's escaping me. But anyway, this gangster paid some of the White Sox to lose the game, to lose the World Series, and obviously he was betting heavily the other way. Yeah.
How this was like 20s, 30s?
Around Prohibition, so 20s.
That's crazy. I'd never even heard that story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they
called the Black Sox.
They got rid of all the Black Sox, no matter how good their career was. Anyone who took money,
they were
never
banned
be in the
from
hall.
the game of baseball. Yeah.
Okay, well that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah.
Did Pete Rose only bet on himself to win? I feel like that was his thing.
That's what he always claimed, and there's no evidence that there's no evidence how he bet, just that he bet. So you just kind of have to take his word for it. Although, if he coached as well,
he was clearly playing to win based on these stats.
He was gambling during his coaching time, I believe. That's my understanding of the whole thing.
On his own team, or
he was a player coach.
So he says.
He did both at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, that's
weird to be a coach when you're also a player.
This guy should be let in. Like, his stats are too good not to. This would be like not letting in Mario Lemieux into the NHL Hockey Hall of Fame because he was like a shithead a couple times. And like,
I don't know. I think it sends a message to other players. Like don't think that after you die, we're going to go back and like let you in and you'll get to have your legacy.
That's convincing too.
Your legacy. Well, we don't care how good you are. You know who's got the most hits, most games played, most at bats? Yeah, he'll never be in the Hall. You know why? Because he did what you're not supposed to do. So don't do it.
All right.
You'll never get a broad.
That's an excellent argument, and it is a great deterrent. You're right.
It
feels sad for him.
It almost speaks to like where the money was, right? Because LeBron, the best players in basketball are not the cheaters. In basketball are not the cheaters. LeBron's not cheating. He's a billionaire. You think he wants to make $1,000 by throwing a game, or even 100,000? It's the shitty players who don't really have much of a career, who are lucky to be in the league, who are cheating.
I think that comes with the advent of all the prop betting. Yeah. So I think what you're describing, the ability of a lesser player to affect the betting odds of a game or betting outcomes of various prop bets, comes with those really nitty gritty prop bets about, will Jefferson, how many minutes will Jefferson play, under or over 2 minutes? He's usually a 2-minute guy. And Jefferson's like, I'm sick tonight. It's going to be under. So bet the house. You know, like it's the ability of them. Those bets, to my knowledge, didn't really exist, and they certainly didn't exist like with the online anonymity and ability to like get your buddies all to like score in and you know, it used to be winners and losers in the earliest days, and then like it's just proliferated, but different ways you can bet on games. When I was placing those bets on the Super Bowl and the college championship, I was like, oh man, there's so many ways to lose money. I could bet on anything.
The coins like it. I don't see it going away. I don't know how it possibly could, but and I also get how betting on a game or an outcome in a bunch of different ways makes it more entertaining for you. Like I get it. But my gosh, the betting is infiltrated everything. It used to be about winning and losing, and like sport and competition is now about money and little odd statistics that can make or lose money.
I see a difference in that. Like I have a ton of friends who do the sports betting regularly, but none of them are like addicted to sports betting. Like if I hung out with them 10 times in a row, they're not going to be one of those people who's like, oh dude, I got a parlay on fucking whatever. Like they're never going to mention it. They're like successful adults, many of them with kids, that bet like $5 on a random NHL or MLB or just any game to keep them entertained, where they're like, oh, I could win $15 if the Reds win. Oh, this is just kind of entertaining in my evening. I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's fine. People should have the freedom to do that. There are people though, and if you've ever met one, like the gambling, the sports gambling addicts, the true addicts, where it's just it's all they want to talk about. You can ask them like, how are you doing? What's new? And it'll be like, well, I got a big prop bet on it. It's like I was meaning more like friends, like family, like jobs, like your life.
I'm not passing judgment on people who bet. Like that wasn't where I was coming from. I just don't like that when you look at who might win the Super Bowl or whatever. It's all gambling related. It's all odds. It's like, it's hard to even follow sports without it being about gambling. It's like, that's not the part that I'm interested in. I stay away from the gambling because I don't think I'd win.
I think we can have fun in fantasy.
I'm just not interested.
I've never done fantasy anything, but if you guys ever wanted to do one on a sport that I like, I would happily join in, but I won't do basketball.
We don't like Taylor and I could do hockey maybe, but I'd lose probably. I think
we could do it. Like the thing that I'm 100% on board with you, Woody, about there being too much gambling talk, even from the talking heads.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I despise that because like the color guy now, instead of being like Alex Ovechkin, 4 goals in his last 6 games, he's at 911 goals. That's 17 ahead of Gretzky's record. He's going to keep going, like just like fun talk about like records being broken. Instead of that, it's now like the Capitals looks like they're going to hit the over of 3.5 goals. That's big for a lot of people, and it's like I didn't bet on the Capitals having over 3.5 goals. I don't care. I just want to see Ovi score. That's why anyone watches the Capitals now. You want to see how much Ovi is going to run up the goal record on Gretzky. That's why anyone's watching them.
I agree. Maybe I'm just being selfish, but I'm like, I don't want your gambling talk to infiltrate my interest in this sport. I don't have interest in your gambling, and it used to be all about what I like, and now it's spread out.
Yeah. If you're like, if you just hit for one of my buddies and you just hit a great bet and you made $400 on some random thing and you're excited about it, tell me about it. Sure. But I don't give a fuck when we're like sitting down to watch Alabama, Georgia, and they're like, Alabama has to lose by over a touchdown, or else my daughter doesn't eat. It's like, all right, well, this isn't great. But yeah, I don't think it's going to change right now. Soon.
So Patty Pimblett, Justin Gaethje, that's the next huge fight I'm looking forward to. I know where you lean on this. Looks to me like Justin Gaethje is almost a 2-1 favorite here. He's plus 195, and Pimblett is a negative 246 underdog, which makes sense. That's exactly how I feel about that fight. I think that Pimblett's going to get smoked. I think all of his opponents are bad or like geezers, and he's been walked up the ladder, and I support it fully. I'm glad that this is what happened. I think it's shrewd businessmanship from Dana White. I feel like he's been playing the fucking conducting the orchestra perfectly, and he walked Patty Pimblett all the way to the gates of the main event, and Gaethje's going to shit on him. I think he's going to starch him.
I mean, I wish you were right. And I might even agree. Gaethje's 37 though. Gaethje is yet another geezer and Patty Pimblett is at his peak. Gaethje's was a great fighter. I'm just not sure he's better than like this version of him that we're going to see is going to beat Patty too. Like, it's
a big night of fights. It's Patty Pimblett and Gaethje, and then Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison. Nunes coming out of retirement to take on the giant that is Kayla Harrison. Sean O'Malley is fighting Song Yadong. Derek Lewis, doesn't matter who he's fighting, I'm there for it. Rose Namajunas also on the card. It's a great card they've put together for the beginning of this Paramount deal. I'm very excited for it. It's going to
I think a lot of the fighters that we want to win are going to lose that night. I think all our favorite fighters are like 37 years old. And we're going to see a changing of the guard.
Don't you hate that? Like when your generation of favorite fighters ages out, and it's happened a couple times.
My generation would be a medical miracle if
it would. They would like have a CBS special on it. Right? They'd be like,
the man can you believe Phillip Rivers is in the game?
Like fucking Don Fry is the champion.
Dude, I'm behind you guys in age, obviously, but I'm getting to that point at 34, Woody, that you mentioned years ago, where just a couple nights ago, I was trying to fall asleep, couldn't fall asleep, and so I do what I often do. I pull up the ESPN app and I just like scroll through the goal leaders and point leaders that year, and I'll like just think like, oh, what, I've heard about this guy for a long time. What's his career like? This guy's been around forever. And it's like, he's 32. And I'm like, oh, that he can't be younger than me. No, that's not right. And then like go back and I'm like trying to find all the old timers. And when I find someone who's like 40, it's an Ovechkin level player. Like there's maybe, it feels like there's 25 players older than me left in the NHL.
Right.
And I hate this. This is really upsetting.